there's a lot of expectation, I think, of what you're seeing it's going to be, and all of a sudden you get here and it's better than what you expect. I think so. The sustainability of what it is brilliant. The corporate support, I think that's the whole thing about it. Then the education jumps on board of that. So all encompassing, I think this will last for a very long time.
At the very, very beginning, this was a bare patch of earth with virtually nothing on it, and there was a vision with Guy and Matt and some of the people from the college to really build something, and to see it now flourishing, it's an amazing transformation.
Well, the vision was with Macquarie Sports, we came up to start a sports program. We were really engaged in positive role models, reinforcing good behaviour in communities and high nutrition. Then after 4 months, Matthew did a show called Home Ground, a sustainable garden program. We all of a sudden we saw, well, there's a possibility here. We could bring some form of gardening into the college. We then examined suicide rates, nutrition rates, poor education, poor attendance, and it really drove us into a different place. It morphed and has morphed every day since actually into something different, something substantial. It's now something which we never believed we would create, with 32 different crops rotating through the school. An area as big as the SCG really under garden with dams and solar pumps. It has been not only a spectacular success for the kids here, attendance rates of 90%, 81 full-time boarders with a waiting list now where it used to be 30 kids sporadically turning up. This to us has been a wonderful project.
We're in the middle of native environment, and at times here, especially in the dry, as you can see right now, you look around, you pan around, and there's a lot of dust around, so it's got a softening aspect, and that brings a softening aspect to the kids. We really work hard on relationships and looking at the kids' feelings and how their actions can impart, some responses on other kids.
I see so much more than bricks and mortar or even the actual plantations. Just the legacy that is being created and will be left and passed on for years to come is just mind-blowing.
So I think the beautiful thing about what we see here is it's a sustainable model. It's not just the education process and the time that the kids spend at school, but it's almost like cradle to grave in terms of developing the land, planting the crops, and then harvesting, cooking, and even I believe there's sort of a market to happen. So they're learning about commerce as well. So clearly very sustainable, but it needs long-term commitment.
I think we take it for granted how well we've got it. To come to a place like here and see how people live, to go to other places where it's not as good as what we have back home, I think puts things in perspective. And hopefully they come up here and go back with thinking different perspective on life and a lot more positive and a lot more focused. So yeah, I think I'd love to bring my family and especially my son up here.
Tiwi Mob are so switched on, and they pick people from a long way out in terms of the quality of people, and they can judge people, and they knew straight away that we had the A-graders coming to talk with us.
None of this would be possible had we not have had the enormous support of Macquarie Foundation. It's enabled us to be able to put to bed the initial resistance to change, which was, you guys are actually nuts coming here and thinking that you could craft something out on a piece of paper, call it a garden and hope that it was going to survive.
Look at the farm now that was a dirt patch 5 years ago, which is now producing so much fruit and vegetables and eggs, and it's just amazing. And it would never have happened. There's no way in the world this would have happened without Macquarie Bank.
The next steps to it now, before anyone gives themselves a pat on the back, is to be able to go to phase 2 of the project, which in Guy in my mind was always about creating a network of opportunities and vet programs which are job enabling, giving them capabilities, practical skill sets to be able to take away from a college back into sustainable businesses and small entities and enterprises on the island, and create that very, very good model of sustainability.